It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Indiana Pacers. The opening tip is won by the Pacers. Screen coming. To Turner. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Rozier. Wade. Davon Reed swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Got it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Oh, Miles Turner. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Wade. Curling inside. Miles Turner.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Young. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was... Always find a way to get the best shot available.
Young to Rozier. Can't connect from in close. Indiana with the basketball. Spins away from the defender. Sweet move. To the outside. Has a chance. Sabonis can't connect.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Here comes the screen. Wade up against Davon Reed. Young. Throws it up. Flush dishes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. Marcin Gortat rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Charlotte with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Dwayne Wade at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good. Converts on the three-point play. It's 9-9. Here comes the screen. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that.
Putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Young. A big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Turner. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. 5 seconds to shoot. Now a pass stolen by the Hornets. Young to Wade. To Rozier. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Rozier. His first effort off the mark. The follow won't go either. Pacers with the possession. Probing the defense. To Turner. Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Turner. Not done yet. Gets it at the top of the key. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Dwayne Wade. To Rozier. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. To Young. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. And counted at the rim.
You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rozier with it, trailing by 4. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Young. To Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The drive, right to the basket. Greg Monroe able to recover with the block. Charlotte basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Five to shoot for Indiana. That's out. Last touch by Domantas Sabonis. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 17, Ed Davis. And number 0.
Ish Smith to Monroe. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Pacers control. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. Simmons with a shot. That won't go. Smith shot, no good. Beyond the arc for 3, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Brogdon. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ish Smith, 2 of 4 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Indiana basketball. Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And the nice finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. The pass stolen by the Hornets. To Monroe.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
And strokes it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Miles Bridges to Rozier. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Baseline drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Deep three, at the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
Runner here. Won't go down. Ish Smith to Hayward. From the outside, no good. Screen coming. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ish Smith trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 66%. And he hits. Indiana with the basketball. Goes to the left side. for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Ish Smith to Monroe. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a...
Hornets at the controls of this one. Ish Smith to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's 2 for 2 now.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Hayward to Monroe. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Turner. Gets it in the left corner from long range. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Indiana Pacers, number 14.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Hornets right now in possession. Probing the defense. Ish Smith to Hayward. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. To Smith. Oubre. Curling inside. Count it.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Smith. To Wade. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Entering the game for Indiana, number 32.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Down to 5 on the 24. Hornets have the basketball. Wade to Young. Dwayne Wade, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Old school equals high percentage.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They trail by 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Driving right to the basket. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Young. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Around the perimeter. 5 to shoot for Indiana. To Turner. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Charlotte with the basketball. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Terry Rozier at the line. First one, count it.
Setting in for Charlotte, number 0. Entering the game for Indiana, number 14.
And he makes them both. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. Nothing going here on that drive. To Stevenson. Rebound grab by the Hornets. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Miles Turner. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Gortat. Shot from the lane won't go. Tosses. Stevenson. For three. And drains it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I love, give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Cruises inside for two.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Here comes the screen. Miles Turner snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rebound taken by the Hornets. Miles Bridges to Smith. Young to Rozier. Deep left corner. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Stevenson. To Turner. Not done yet. To Stevenson. Young. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Here comes the screen. To Stevenson. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he hits the three.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Ish Smith to Wade. Pacers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Screen coming. Dwayne Wade. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the three. Not that time. Young to Kelly Oubre. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Number 6, Lance Stevenson.
Oh, he missed on a pair. To Stevenson. Sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
This time, the culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Dwayne Wade can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Beyond the arc for 3. Another chance. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. And count the basket. Hornets come up with it. 20-footer at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Charlotte Hornets have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Charlotte basketball.
I got him. Here we go.
To Young. Hayward. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Hey, watch this screen.
Dwayne Wade to Gortat. Gort Hayward. That's how it's done. 3 for 6 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3, drains it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt toward for commit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Miles Turner tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocked loose. Hayward to Wade. Lance Stevenson.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Young. To Gortat. Hayward Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Misfires. It's no good. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Wade. Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. Hayward. To Gortat. Yes, marching Gortat. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Rozier into the front court. His guys down 3. To Young. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Flash at the controls. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
He can't get past the defender. To Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Short jumper off the mark. To Turner. A fundamental shot right there.
Ed, I remember this. I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is. A big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Rozier rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Stevenson. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Lance Stevenson with the dunk.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Wade to Rozier. And look out. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Indiana.
Here comes the screen. Had a chance, but it's no good. Rozier with it. His guys trail now by 4. Cash is in for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
From long range. Not going down here. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hornets right now in possession. To Hayward. Gets a shot up off the mark. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Hayward. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Pacers control. Oubre. To Monroe. A lot of contact. No whistle. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Substitution being made in this one. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here comes the screen. Reed, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Lays it in with the touch off the alley-oop pass.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hornets have the basketball. To Davis. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Going to launch beyond the arc, not getting the bounce. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They're down 3. To Smith. They'll get it down to Davis. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Ed Davis sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oubre guarded by Reed. Pacers have it. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Brogdon. Four, 3, and he buries it.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Ish Smith to Davis. Spinning shot won't fall. Lets it fly from long range. It's good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize all the time moving forward.
Rozier. And he buries it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Pacers have the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Rozier into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Down low to Monroe. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Let's go.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Stevenson. Cleans it up. Top of the key. Count the basket inside.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Charlotte with the basketball to Miles Bridges. Is Smith. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Stevenson. Here comes the screen. And he'll head to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Davon Reed has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 66%. Knocks down the first.
For the Charlotte Hornets, number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Two for 2 on that trip. Hayward to Wade. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Fires the 3, smothering D. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Turner to Stevenson. That's out. Last touch by Lance Stevenson. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 13, Marcin Gortat. Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers, number 25.
Charlotte basketball. To Young. Oh, he's knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Young. Yes, Marcin Gortat. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Deep left corner. Has a look. Hayward with a shot, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Kicks it around the perimeter. Pass stolen by the Hornets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Hayward to Wade. Hayward to Gortat. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating a player to get that ball above his waist.
Marcin Gortat at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw's good. A three-point play, and the lead cut in half. It's now down to 3. For 3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Stevenson fires the 3. They have to keep him in their grasp.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
And scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
You've got to get that one to go. To Stevenson. Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. To Turner. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Miles Turner at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1-2 trip. It's Wade. Miles Turner with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Young. Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he burns them.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these... I'm going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes, and that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
The assist from number 50, Dwayne Wade.
Marcin Gortat, huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Stevenson, that's out. Last touch by Lance Stevenson. Rozier with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. It's Indiana basketball. Curling inside. Gets a look. Can't hit. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. To Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nothing going here on that drive. Greg Monroe swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Add 2 points to the board.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Here comes the screen. A pass stolen by the Hornets. Gets to the basket and scores.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Miles Turner with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Young. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. So the possession stays with the Hornets. Young. Count the bucket for 2.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Stevenson. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the assist.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Young. Dwayne Wade. Won't go down. To Turner. From long range. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Young to Wade. Nothing going here on that drive. Hornets at the controls of this one. Wade to Rozier. Sizing up the defense. To Gortat. Miles Turner.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time to shuffle things up. Fine to shoot. Dwayne Wade to Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
It was right there. Hayward to Gortat. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knocked loose. No, I missed a short one there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Knocked loose. From the painted area, won't go down. Rozier into the front court. Up by 3. Hayward to Rozier. Miles Turner able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Here's a chance from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
They can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
No time left on this period. This game is all tied up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Let's do it. Overtime is underway. To Hayward. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he's got the free throw as well. To Rozier. Wade to Young. 4-3. And Thaddeus Young still gets it to go with the defense closing out.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here comes the screen. Runner's good there.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Young. Here comes the screen. Young to Hayward. Over to the right side. Young to Hayward. Miles Turner snatching it out of the air. To Turner. Lets it fly from long range. Hornets snare the rebound. To Wade. And a throwdown.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Shot from the lane won't go. And now it's Flash with the basketball. To Gortat. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
On that action, that's going to cost him.
To Rozier. Young to Rozier. To Wade. Short jumper off the mark. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hayward to Rozier. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Young. And the finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Cleans it up. Fires the three. Can't connect. Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. Hayward to Rozier. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Hornets grab it. To Rozier. Oh, defender pulls the chair. And the slam. Now the Hornets take the timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a... Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 26, Jeremy Lamb.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. This one to the Pacers. They needed overtime, but they win it by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers were successful in overtime, earning a solid win. It was a remarkable game for the way